Hello, everyone. Today I'm here with Reflex, otherwise known as Bossman, and I have a few questions to ask him. So let's get straight into it. Now, the first question I wanted to ask was, what got you into music?
First thing that really got me into music, I was like, when I was younger, I used to always listen to like dubstep and music like that. But I got into rap because of Drake, because he's obviously like the biggest artist in my country in Canada.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh wow, this is so cool. I wonder how you can actually make this type of music. And then as I got older, music was kind of like everywhere. It just got more popular because of the streaming services and all that. So then I continued just doing my all stuff, like my everyday stuff, doing Minecraft videos and all of that. And then my friends on Discord started doing music, and I'm like, you know what? I want to give this a shot. So we started making music. The first song we did was pretty bad, but then I started using some engineers to help me get my music better, and I started posting on my second channel, and I started posting on SoundCloud, and I just have a song right now blowing up. So I'm gonna continue doing music, and yeah,
So,
that's kind of
like,
what got me into music.
so how did your fans react whenever you switched from Minecraft to music?
To be honest, they don't seem to be really worried that much, but most of my fans are still on my Discord server, which I'm very active in there, and they're not too worried about that. But I haven't really announced it on my channel yet. I'm not too sure what I'm going to announce it, but I'm sure if you guys are don't even know about my music and you're watching this right now, I'm sure you guys are a bit shocked. But if you guys do see the numbers compared to my music to my Minecraft channel, it is a lot higher in my music right now. So I'm just gonna kind of focus on that to whatever's getting me the most attention, because obviously that's just how the world really works and how everything just works and how the numbers work.
So, with saying that, have you planned for your next song coming, or is it coming out, or when is it, or have you planned?
My next song, I've planned this for quite a bit. I've been planning this with another artist, JT, and I've also been handling this with a management team that I'm not signed to yet, but they're helping me trying to get this song out correctly so it doesn't flop. And people have even asked me, like, hey, boss man, when are you going to release this song? And I'm like, you know what? We're going to wait a bit because we're going to try to get the song out. People have been harassing me for the song. And I'm just like, you know what? That's good. I kind of want them to do it because that means they're very hyped for the song. And the song is called Stay. There's snippets in my Discord of it, but most of those snippets are deleted just so people don't really get too addicted to the
Like,
snippet. And then when it finally comes out, they're not like, oh, I've heard this. It's going to get old for them quickly. So that's kind of where my
yeah,
new song is going to be coming really, really soon, hopefully. But I do just hope that everybody does enjoy the song because we put a lot of work into it.
yeah. So, as you announced today, you're releasing a SoundCloud tape. When are you revealing the track list to it?
Well, the SoundCloud tape is going to be a new genre, should I say, like a different side of hip hop called hyperpop. That's going to be two songs on that project, and I'm pretty sure one out of the two of the songs are gonna blow up on SoundCloud because it's very very catchy and the beats are very very bubbly, and I think it's definitely a feel good song. It's not more of like a sad song, and it's very lyrically intensive. It's more of rapping faster than just drawn out words and all that. So I think definitely one of those songs are gonna blow up. But I'm gonna reveal the track list very very soon, and I can't wait for this to get out. We're gonna definitely take our time just to make sure that everybody knows that the SoundCloud tape's coming out because it's only gonna be on one platform. So we need to make sure we can get to reach to everybody that we can to tell, hey, go follow my SoundCloud, and make sure you guys do have the release date for when I do reel it, and make sure you guys do have any reminders so you guys know when that stuff comes out.
So, if you blow up in like the meantime while you're still working on music, would you rather sign to a label or would you just stick solo and work your way up to a bigger label?
I think I personally think when you get signed to a label, you shouldn't do it when you're small because it's gonna run into a lot of controversy. Like, oh, he's an industry plant. He doesn't really have a big fan base and all that, and he just got help from the label. That's why he's so popular right now. I think that's not really a good look to have, and it's definitely not a good look. And I don't want to fall into that trap. So what I'm gonna try to do, I'm gonna try to get as many songs as I can like as many hits as I can on SoundCloud. I'm gonna try to get a song with 100K streams, and when I get a song with 100K streams, that's gonna be it. You know what? I'm gonna be like, okay, thank you guys so much. I owe you guys so much. Thank you for doing this. You know, and I'm going to definitely try to get signed to a label. A major label, I think, is probably the best idea. So that's kind of what I want to build up, like more songs that are going to be hits than, you know, just one song that's like a hit. Oh, this guy has an awesome song. You know, like he has a lot of talent. Let's get him signed. But I need more of that. I want more music out that's not just, you know, all one sound, because I think you can branch out more and more and more. And the more you practice, is the most likely that you're going to have a bigger fan base. Because if you're out in just like sad music, you're going to have like one fan base listening to your music. But let's say you have hyper pop, then they're going to be into your stuff. So that's going to help the label find out what they want to do, and what label is going to sign you. So
Yeah.
that's kind of what my idea is there.
So if you could pick like any rapper or any basically singer, who would you put and like what would the song be and like what would it be based on?
Like a mainstream artist, I would say like a mainstream artist. I don't want the song to be too big, because I feel like if a song's too big, then I'm not going to be ready for that. So I think the mainstream artist I would pick personally is most likely Ian Dior or Trippy Red, because I feel like if I had both those artists, or if I got in contact with one of those artists and got any one of them on my song, I think we'd have really good chemistry on that song, and that song could have the potential to blow up later on, but I don't want to blow up like currently. So let's say if I had Drake on my song, I wouldn't even be able to handle all that.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of who I would pick for that.
So now staying on topic of the Trippy Red thing, some people in your comments are saying that you sound like him. So what's your thoughts on that? Like, do you think you sound like him?
Oh, I've got this so much. I think me being considered a Trippy clone is really not what it seems to be. So I don't have that much music out right now. Like I only have like an EP and a few singles. But I will agree, most of my life as a thrill EP does sound a lot like Trippy Red. I do think that. But the reason I sound like him is, I think, it's just because like my voice, when it goes deep in the voice in the mixing, we don't try to make it sound like him, but it just ends up sounding like him. And you know, Trippy Red is definitely a great artist, but we wouldn't try to make like me a clone of him, because we don't want something like that, because that would get negative backlash, which it already has. So that's why we're going to try to branch out for more genres. Like I said in the last few questions, like I just don't want to be in this genre called a trippy clone like every song. So I just need to branch out more and more. And yeah, definitely shout out to Trippy Red, because you influence so many young artists like myself. Even though I've influenced, does not mean I want to be just like you, and you know that. But yeah, that's just kind of my response to that, because I think when I have more songs out, people understand kind of what I'm going for. And yeah.
Alright, so if you had to release a one song, just one, on the dot, like right now, which song would it be that you have already previewed and already hyped up?
The song that I released right now would definitely be a song on my SoundCloud tape, which is called Heater/We Talk. It's gonna have two names, because honestly, we don't know what to name the song yet. I think we're probably just gonna have the slash and the two names in the title, because we don't really know yet. So I would definitely drop that song right now if I could, because I can't really do that because no promotion behind it. But that song is definitely one of my best songs, and it's a hyper pop song, and I think that's definitely gonna be one of the best songs out of the SoundCloud tape. And yeah, not to mention that there will be a Grail. If you don't know what that means like a very hyped up song that no one knows is going to be on the tape, but it's going to be on the SoundCloud tape
Mhm.
when it does come out, and when I do reveal the track list.
Yeah. So staying on topic of the music and everything, you've been making a lot of songs for th- for forgot for something with a lot of songs with JT. So do you plan on making more music with him, or will you branch out and start making music with other artists and everything?
Well, unfortunately, currently, me and JT are kind of putting a pause on our music, because last time we made music and we did announce it, it got leaked. Both the songs that we were going to release 2 weeks ago got leaked entirely. So we don't want to make more music yet because if we were going to start making a collab EP, which we did actually announce a bit ago, but no one really saw it. But basically, we don't want to make more music yet and announce it because if we do, we're very scared that more music's going to leak. And the song that did leak kind of had almost like 1,000 views on YouTube before we finally took it down. So we're just kind of waiting on kind of until everything dies down until people stop trying to leak our music. And I don't even know how the song leaked, but yeah, we do have music coming soon. We do have a lot of music in the vault that hasn't leaked yet, but we're gonna try to wait until we can get a song that doesn't leak.
Yeah, that's pretty much a problem between a lot of big artists is getting their song leaked. But what would you say is your like favorite type of music, like hyperpop, trap, melodic, etc.? You know?
If I had to pick, I think I love all of them genres so much. Like hyperpop is obviously like more like Lil Uzi Vert, um, kind of more like Playboy Cardi ish kind of music. So it's I love hyperpop, but I love trap and I love melodic. So melodic is also a little Uzi Vert, but it's also more like Juice WRLD, Trippie Red. So I'm gonna have to say melodic because that's honestly what more I would listen to if I'm listening to like random playlists or something like that. If I just go on Spotify, I think I'm gonna go to that playlist more of just melodic songs more than hyperpop or trap, like hard trap, like a little baby and all that. So that's kind of what I would personally go for. I hope it doesn't really offend anybody because we all have different tastes in music. So yeah, I just definitely go for the melodic songs.
Yeah. So like in the R&B and pop genre, like who would you say that your favorite singer is? Like your favorite artist in the R&B and pop?
If I had to pick, um, the R&B and singing genre is so big now. It's just absolutely humongous. There's a lot of great singers out in there, and there's more hits. There's more hits every year that comes from that genre, and they're very great songs. I think the construction that goes into making a song like that is something that I don't even think I could ever do because honestly, they have a lot of talent to be able to sing like that and all that. So it would either be between The Weeknd or it would be between Justin Bieber. But I think if I really had to pick, I think The Weeknd has a lot of hits, and I think it's Justin Bieber is not as appealing to rap fans. But again, it's just my personal opinion. So I think I still would go for The Weeknd because he definitely has a lot more. I think he's more versatile than Justin Bieber, and I think he definitely can sing, maybe even better. But he has a lot of different voices in going to, and his albums are amazing. So, and I can't wait till he drops again. So I'm definitely gonna have to say The Weeknd. That's definitely gonna be my favorite singer.
Yeah. But now staying on that genre and everything, what do you think about um Justin Bieber making songs with the baby, Lil Uzi Vert and people like that?
I think Justin Bieber is definitely in a bit of a tricky situation right now because his album sales are going down the roof. Like I remember back, what was it, like 2015? He was selling 500K per album. Now he's selling less than Lil Uzi Vert did 2017. So and Lil Uzi Vert is selling 2 times he is right now, which I think is kind of crazy. So Justin Bieber is definitely in a sticky situation, and now hip hop is the biggest genre in the world right now. So I think he's trying to reach out to more mainstream artists in the hip hop genre, and they're gonna be like, okay, I need you guys to hop on the song because we could definitely make a hit that could be in the R&B and singing genre, but could also be shared into the hip hop genre. So that I think the baby and Lil Uzi Vert being on songs like that, but I'm not gonna say Justin Bieber is doing this just for like views and all that because Quavo and Justin Bieber have a ton of songs that go way, way, way back. So, but I could just see him branching out a lot more now. So that kind of just shows me like he wants to branch out and see how far he can get by just doing more songs with
So
mainstream
staying on
artists.
the topic of like artists and everything, who would you say that your top five rappers, artists, any type of music type thing are?
All right, so I'm gonna tell you, no other genre makes it into hip hop for my top 5 artists like hip hop does. So hip hop, my top 5 artists, I'm going to have to go number 5, Juice WRLD, number 4, Nav, number 3, Trippie Redd, number 2 is they're very unknown artists, but they're called Bad Neighbors. They actually have 2 songs blowing up right now. So shout out to them. That's number 2, and number 1 is obviously everybody knows this, Lil Uzi Vert. That's my favorite hip hop artist right there. So yeah.
Yeah. So speaking of all these big rappers and everything, so would you sign to one of those big labels that they're signed to for no money, but they make your songs sound better? They kind of engineer your songs.
So I would definitely, if I had to sign to a label, is that what you're saying? Like if I had to sign to a label for no money, but they would
Yeah.
offer to upgrade my sound. So
Mhm.
I think definitely I would sign because money is not the like everything. Like I hear so many stories about how artists have money and it doesn't make them happy or anything like that. But the what makes them happy is making great music for their fans. So I think why not start off just making great music, and the money will definitely come when you're making great music. Am I right? Like it feels
Yeah.
more rewarding when you actually earn it than it being given to you. So yeah, I
Yeah.
definitely would just sign to the label if I really had to, just to get my sound up.
So like as you said near the beginning, like you have a song blowing up right now on the low on SoundCloud, but like if SoundCloud was to just like completely get deleted, like the whole entire app, and you would not get your music back, would you quit like going through music, or would you stick with music and just keep producing it and producing it?
I think definitely since the song is really blowing up right now, it's unexpected the song is blowing up. And all my music got deleted. I think it would definitely it, it would definitely put me in a position that I'm like, holy crap, I just lost my biggest song right now that is on one platform that is blowing up on one platform only, which is kind of like is kind of I don't know. If I lost it, I'd be like, damn, that's just not good. I'll be like, yo, I don't know what to do right now. So I think it would definitely put me in a position that I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna have to kind of rethink how this even happened in the first place. And then if let's just say nothing, I couldn't get it resolved, then I'll still keep working on music, but it would definitely be a slow process because for any reason I got removed, I'll just have to keep it slower and not to do whatever I did wrong. So yeah.
So if you signed to a label and they kind of made you either choose between your Minecraft channel or your music, what would you choose? And like, how would you tell that channel that you were going to quit YouTube?
Well, if I were to sign to a label and I were to quit music, I would I mean not quit music, quit Minecraft, then I don't know how I would really tell my fans and all that. So basically what I would do is kind of make a video or actually live stream it maybe and keep it up on my channel. I'm like, hey guys, like I'm gonna get signed to a label. If you don't know what that really means, that means like I'm probably gonna go really mainstream in music. So and it's gonna get a lot further than YouTube. I mean, I've been on YouTube for like maybe a year now, and I'm not saying that my YouTube channel didn't get as successful as I wanted it to because it actually went over how successful I wanted it to be. Like literally, I made a video like a year ago. I was like, I want 4,000 subscribers on YouTube by the end of 2020, and obviously I think I had like 17,000 before the end of the year. So that's definitely very very that's gonna be definitely
A hard
a
process.
challenge, a challenge to definitely tell them that because I feel like everybody would be really, really mad at me. But I feel like some people would even be proud of me because I know a lot of my fans just listen to my music. So yeah, that's gonna be I don't know. It'll be very,
But
very fun. I think
staying on the
to
topic of, yeah, it'd be a tough decision to be honest. It'd be hard to tell them because you've been growing on Minecraft for a long time, especially after you posted that shader and everything.
yeah, my shader has completely blown up. Like I think it's like the top 5 shader on Minecraft Pocket Edition right now. So if I really had to quit
Would be
Minecraft, I'll definitely, maybe I'll keep the shader up. Like I'm not taking shader down, but that shader has like 1 million downloads, so I wouldn't take it down. But yeah, it would be pretty a lot
yeah.
much. like a lot for my fans and a lot for me to kind of just go make them go through that and to go through it myself. Like, like I've been doing YouTube for like a year, so it'd be kind of weird to just not do it anymore. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. And staying on topic of all these labels and everything, say a label gave you 200,000, but they specified like this can only be spent on jewelry. Like, what type of jewelry would you buy? Would it be inspired by someone or what?
Okay, so that question might sound kind of weird, but basically, labels when they first sign an artist, they're like, we need you to look like you fit in with the rest of the rappers. So they might give you a big check, go spend it on jewelry, make yourself look kind of like, certified in the mainstream. And if I had to go buy jewelry, I would definitely buy Patek Philippe. I would definitely go buy some chains from Icebox. I would even hit up a custom jeweler like Eliante or something. You know what? Here's like 100K. Go get me like a custom chain that says like Boss Man or something on it, like something that kind of represents
The
me.
chain. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be really cool. Have an iced out watch, iced out chain. That would be awesome.
Yeah. So for the final question, like what's next for you? Like where do you think you're gonna head after this and everything?
Well, I think after this, when I get the SoundCloud EP out, which is definitely some of my best work yet. Well, it is kind of just thrown together songs, not like thrown together, but it's songs thrown into a tape. It's not like organized or anything like that, but it's just songs that I think are going to be really, really big. And yeah, it's going to be really, really awesome. So after this EP comes out, either if it does, let's just say it does really, really well, it gets like one of the songs has 100K streams, which that is my goal. So I think I'm gonna release "Stay," which is the highly anticipated song that I definitely think is also gonna blow up on all platforms. That'll be my first song that's gonna be on all platforms. That is definitely the banger song that everybody wants. So I'm going to invest a lot of money into that. When that blows up, I'm gonna try getting signed to a label. If I get signed to a label, then it's pretty much whatever goes from there.
Yeah. So I just want to thank you for coming and talking about everything. So
Yes, and
thank you for coming out.
also shout out to all my fans. Shout out to everybody that supports me on my music. Shout out to everybody that supported me on my Minecraft channel. And yeah, this is gonna be a journey together. So shout out to all my fans that are gonna be here watching me blow up because I've got to see that with some other artists. And I just want to say it's gonna be really, really awesome. And yeah, I can't wait to see all my friends and everybody watching me blow up into the mainstream because I know it's gonna happen. Make sure if you're gonna do music or anything in general, you gotta believe in yourself because if you don't believe yourself and you let hate get to you, then you won't get anywhere. But yeah, that's all I really gotta say. Thank you,
Yeah.
everybody.
So anyways, guys, I'm just gonna say thank you for watching this video and everything. This has been my interview of Bossman, otherwise known as Reflex. So have a great day.